on how much everything else was done.
but also roughly when all of you expect it. So
Yeah, fair enough.
you want to get who's
Oh,
here?
BK
Yeah,
and the rest of Diamond Club.
yeah, and Bigro.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the people who expect us to go live at 9:30.
I so had everything prepped to go live early, and then didn't.
He really did. Yeah, like he really
Everything
did.
except for the like last things that need to be done.
Mhm.
Um,
But like I got sent the YouTube link like 2 hours ago,
right.
and I was like, cool, I'll like make dinner and stuff.
Let's go. Music up. Oh, music two
That
up.
was loud.
Yeah, I was listening to. I was actively listening to music earlier. It says I have the latest version of Restream chat. I don't think that's true. Hey, knock on wood, no dropped frames, not a single one so far. So I think it was an isolated glitch last week, which makes sense.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. One thing is that the keyframes showing on Restream is 2 keyframes, which is correct, as opposed to like 7.5, which is what it was last week.
Hmm.
And I think that was certainly part of the issue.
Is it possible that like it was accidentally overloading itself?
I couldn't make a guess.
Cool. That's fair.
It very well could have been like my computer or OB. I might have like maybe if I'd rebooted my computer, it would have been fine. I literally have no idea.
So the Flyers played better tonight, which is good to see.
Why is that good to see?
It's better than them losing 9-0.
Is it?
Yes?
Is it good when the Flyers score goals? Is that a good thing?
Yes?
Leach says, "Is it possible to have played worse?" I don't think it's possible to do worse than that. No.
Yeah. Like, they won as opposed to whatever happened last night, so that's good.
Again, is it? They're still the Flyers.
I like the Flyers.
Otter's not happy with, I think, either of us right now. But probably more so me.
Yeah, I'm defending the Flyers here.
Yeah, but you still
Don't
brought
lump
up
me
the
into
9-0
this.
loss.
Yeah, because it made me sad.
Got my driver's license. Much like Olivia Rodrigo.
I still have not heard that song.
This is mostly just me. You
Yeah.
know what? Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't blame you. You know what? It's not a real ID version, Leap. In fact, it says specifically not...
Federal limits apply? Oh,
There we go.
it says not a real ID.
Not for real ID purposes.
Do you have a passport card?
I don't have a passport card. I have a passport. I'm probably gonna get a passport card, just for that purpose.
Yeah. So the first time I was actually in this bar, I didn't have a horizontal ID because my vertical California ID just never expired. So I handed them my passport card when I was ordering a beer, and they're like, "What is this?"
That's on them. How long ago was this? Like 2 years ago?
That was 14 months ago.
Okay, between 1 and 2 years ago. It's not that. that was about right. Yeah, we have at AMC, when I was working at AMC, we had one of those little books, and passport card was in the book of acceptable IDs. It's not that weird.
Yeah, I was just like, you need a government issued ID for me to buy alcohol.
I'd look at
from
it,
your
I'd be like, it
establishment.
says United States passport card. Huh. Well, I don't see one of these often. Let me just check the book to make sure this is a real one. Okay, It's real. We're good to go.
Yeah, they were like, do you have a driver's license? So I showed them my vert, and they were like, oh, this is fine because it has a date that's more than 21 years ago. Who would bother to fake a vertical for with a date like that?
Yeah, fake a vertical for a 25-year-old? That's super weird.
But also.
Yeah. I mean, you also do present like a child.
Yeah, so it's I get it. That's why I didn't want to hand over my vertical ID.
Right.
I got in trouble in Maryland for doing exactly that.
Yeah, Illinois is the same. We're it's, maybe not Illinois specifically, but at the AMC bar, we were specifically told by the police, if it's vertical, I don't care what date it says, do not take it. We're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I know that mass liquor laws were written by the Puritans, so I was like, let me hand them my horizontal passport card. That seems like it'll be much easier. And they're just like, no, just give us both. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, that's why when I renewed my and finally got a horizontal California license, I still did not get a real ID because it cost more, and I knew I was gonna have to change it anyway. And then the world shut down. So
yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't realize that I wasn't getting a real ID. So it's a minor annoyance, but I also do have a United States passport, so it's not that big a deal. And I'll get a passport card. Although I don't know, the process isn't very clear online on getting a passport card if you already have a physical passport and you don't need to renew your passport. So I meant to
no, that's.
It's unnecessarily obtuse. So
because I got mine at the same time the last time I renewed my passport. So
so I'm gonna place a call to whatever office I need to place a call to and be like, hey, I need to do this. Just tell me what I need to do, and I will do it.
Especially because they should already have the data that you need, since it's just your passport in a different physical form.
I'll physically go into an office if they need me to. That's not a problem. I'll take more pictures if they need me to. Not a problem. I just need to know what I need to do, because I cannot crack the fucking code of this United States government website that makes no goddamn sense. My dad was like, well, why is this real ID thing a thing? Like, is there a problem? What's the problem being solved? I'm like, Dad, it's the U.S. government. They don't solve problems. They create problems. It is about last song time. Yes, that is what I was about to... You just told me what I was about to ask you.
Yep. Let me just find the actual piece of information.
Yep.
But
what I was doing was, like, I opened Chrome to get to that information, and then I was like, why did I open Chrome?
I was surprisingly close. I was like a word and a half off.
No, when you said that, I was like, it seems about right. That's what I'm saying, Tinvac, and they're not. It's just there to cause problems. And I'm sure I'm gonna give a phone call to them and get the fucking runaround there too, but whatever. At some point, I'm going to walk into an office, and that office is going to take whatever paperwork I hand them, and then I will get a United States passport card. Oh, no, that's wrong. All right, we are going to do final song. We'll be back in a couple minutes with Speakeasy Pub Quiz. Geeks Easy Pub Quiz.
You were working last night. That's fine.
2 nights in a row, actually. The last 2 nights.
Yeah, there we go.
And also next Tuesday, because I got an email from her again, like, hey, I need coverage next Tuesday too. And I was like, oh, well, I told everyone that you're going to be back next week, so it's going to be really weird when I come back. Like, hey, guys, I lied. But okay. All right, we'll be back. There we go. All right, we'll be back soon. Pub Quiz for Thursday, March 18th, 2021. This week's quiz, Aaron Gobra. Hey, hello, welcome, Speakeasy Pub Quiz. I'm Sneaky Joe Cuevas. How's it going, Joe?
It's going good. Excited for our St. Patrick's Day special. Only a day late.
Only a day late. In fact, by the way, I mentioned in the pre-show that I went through the effort of getting stuff done early, and I even I was done early enough that I actually did something I've been planning to do for probably 8 to 9 months, which is super behind the scenes. I would cut the intro video in After Effects and then export it as an MOV, but I finally took the files and put them in Premiere so that instead of having a 1.5 gigabyte 4K intro, I have a 48 megabyte 1080p intro. It doesn't need to be 4K 60, and it doesn't need to be a gig and a half.
I didn't realize that it was a 4K video this entire time.
Yeah, I might have been exporting it as 1080, and just the digital was 4K, but yeah, I finally went through the effort of saving myself a gig and a half every single week.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Speakeasy Pub Quiz, now in beautiful HD 1080p instead of UHD 4K.
That's the worst part, is we've always been broadcasting in either 1080 or 720. So I exported into 4K, and we were broadcasting in 1080 or 720. The video round has always been 720 from the beginning. Today's videos were all pretty much 1080, and I downscaled them to 720 because I was like, fuck it. I'm not going through the effort of reworking my workflow for 1080 for the video round. It's not that big a deal. Also, we're not having the drop frame issues from last week. So
that's also good.
Hopefully that persists. Everybody knock on as much wood as you have in front of you. But hopefully we'll be okay this week. All right, let's do the belt.
Yep. So last week's winners were the Southern Wisconsin Railcar Group, with a weird capitalization there because now I can't type.
Oh, I just left it. I literally did it all lowercase and whatever PowerPoint allowed to automatically capitalize. That's
fantastic. So yeah, this is your belt again this week. We never figured out who that other team was from a couple weeks ago.
Nope.
So let us know if that was you.
Or don't.
Otherwise.
It's fine.
It's fine. But yeah, as per usual, the Southern Wisconsin Railcar Group is one of the teams to beat this week.
Time now for quiz rules. Hey, look, it's my face in the corner because that is the only way to make the clock go away. Rule number 1, don't put answers in the chat. Same thing as don't shout out answers. Don't put answers in the chat.
Yeah. Rule number 2, don't cheat. We know that you are in front of one or more smart devices with the internet, including Google and any other search engine of your choice. Just don't do it, okay?
And rule number 3, be kind to us because we put lots of effort into the quiz, and it'd be cool if you're cool. You guys are always really nice. Last week we had so many technical difficulties, and y'all bore with us while we powered through them. So thank you so much for that. Once again, it was very frustrating on my end, but I'm glad you guys were all still managed to have a good time. So thank you.
Yeah, we genuinely appreciate it, and just like BK says, we also appreciate you rewinding your videos before you return them.
That's right. Kind. Be kind. Rewind.
Rewind.
Also, by the way, great movie. You should watch. Yeah. If you haven't seen Be Kind, Rewind in the last 15 years, check it out. It holds up.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about how this game is played.
Quiz consists of 7 rounds, 7 questions each.
Rounds, as always, are going to include music, visual, video, and random knowledge. I see some of you are already playing our visual round by hitting bang VIs in the chat box, which will give you the bit.ly link, which is also available in the video description, regardless of where you are watching this, either YouTube or Twitch. These answers are going to be due anytime between now and the end of round 5. We do have a scoring break right after that, but we would really appreciate it if you got it in before that scoring break.
Yep. Most rounds have 7 points available. Some have 14. Rounds 2 and 7 will, as always, have 14 available points tonight. No additional 14-point round. Although I think you guys seemed to enjoy last week's extra 14-point round. So if I remember, we'll try to do more of them.
I was amazed we only had 2 14-point rounds this week, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. It
was a pretty good idea, but
anyway. Inside baseball here. Joe picked the theme, unsurprisingly. And
I was like, what holiday is this week?
Fair enough. But I had nothing. I was like, so otherwise, we'll see. All right, round number 1. I don't know how to pronounce this word, Joe.
I think it's like slange. How do you pronounce this word?
I don't know. I just assumed you knew. It's a traditional Irish toast. So here's a round on toast. Again, behind the curtain. All that was in the doc was this word, and I was like, I got nothing. Let's just do a round on toast.
Slain.
Question number 1. Though toast has existed for centuries, the pop-up toaster was invented by Charles Strite in 1921. Was this before or after pre-sliced bread was invented?
I'm trusting Otter's Gaelic here. Slaincha.
Question number 1 again. Though toast has existed for centuries, the pop-up toaster was invented by Charles Strite in 1921. Was this before or after pre-sliced bread was invented?
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, everyone, give it up for the maid of...
Yeah, I know a surprisingly large amount of Gaelic. I did not know how to pronounce Slaincha.
I just assumed you put it in the doc. I definitely...
I knew how to pronounce this word I just put in the Twitch chat.
I definitely, before I put in the Eringobrach in the beginning, I Googled, how do I pronounce this? I'm like, I feel like this is wrong. But at this point, I'm just going to give up and assume that I'm as close as I'm going to get.
Yeah.
So...
Question number 2. The Welsh dish known as Welsh rabbit is notable that it contains no rabbit. Its sole ingredients are toast and what dairy product? Question 2, again, the Welsh dish known as Welsh rabbit is notable that it contains no rabbit. Its sole ingredients are toast and what dairy product?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget.
Question number 3. One of the world's first automatic electric toasters was the Toastmaster Model 1A1. Since then, the Toastmaster brand has exchanged hands many times before eventually ending up in the hands of which former battery manufacturer, now known as Spectrum Brands? So I'm looking for the name of the battery manufacturer here. Once again, question number 3. One of the world's first automatic electric toasters was the Toastmaster Model 1A1. Since then, the Toastmaster brand has exchanged hands many times before ending up in the hands of what former battery manufacturer, now known as Spectrum Brands?
Does this company not make batteries anymore?
No, they don't. In fact, they sold to a competitor. They sold the battery division to a competitor.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense, because definitely...
Spectrum Brands still exists, but they used to be
subsidiary
called Battery Corporation. And then they changed the name to Spectrum Brands and sold the battery division, so they no longer make batteries, even though they got their start as a battery.
The subsidiary is still existent, manufactured by formerly competing battery brand.
That is correct.
You can just feel us talking here word.
Oh my god. Listen, I learned so much about toasters and so little of it was usable. Like, I was so much of it, I'm like, there's so much happened with this Toastmaster brand and so little of it is usable in quiz. I was like, none of these brands are known. And like
So if you need someone to tell you about like a brief history of toasters thanks to this week's quiz,
yeah.
talk to Nime.
Pretty much.
Question number 4. So-called because they pop up, the term toast can also be used to refer to what graphical computing element now also found on phones? Question 4 again. So-called because they pop up, the term toast can also be used to refer to what graphical computing element now also found on phones? Yeah, like when I came in and saw that you were writing a toast trend, I was like, this is fantastic. And I started doing my own research and I'm like, oh, that's why he has like this many questions written.
Yeah, I left half the round blank and Joe filled it in. It's great. By the way, this is a question that I saw and I'm like, I saw this fact and I was like, how do I write a question about this? So I'm glad you got around to it because I couldn't figure out, I couldn't get my into it. Just like Nicholas Sparks, who almost made his way into this quiz and then didn't.
Yeah. So if you know anything about Nicholas Sparks, that might give you a clue to a future round. It honestly probably does not.
It will not. Question number 5. The toaster strudel is marketed as a competitor to Kellogg's Pop-Tarts and is a product of what company? Question number 5 again. The toaster strudel is marketed as a competitor to Kellogg's Pop-Tarts and is a product of what company?
My dad invented the toaster strudel.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
I feel like that's as far as we can take that one.
I would not have gotten... By the way, I would not have gotten that joke right away if not for the fact that reference is on the Wikipedia page for the toaster strudel. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. Yeah, that's...
Really?
I've seen the movie.
It is a surprisingly joke-dense movie.
Yeah, and I also haven't seen it in like 7... I saw it for the first time like 6 or 7 years ago, and I've only seen it once, so...
Yeah, no, that'll do it,
Yeah. I'm not as big of a Tina Fey fan as you are.
Yeah. Question number 6. Hipsters in San Francisco have been eating toast made with what fruit since at least 1885? This particular fruity toast dish has exceptional popularity over the last decade, gaining endorsement from Gwyneth Paltrow? Question 6 again. Hipsters in San Francisco have been eating toast made with what fruit since at least 1885? This particular fruity toast dish has gained exceptional popularity over the last decade, gaining endorsement from Gwyneth Paltrow.
With a passion, sometimes I get distracted, sidetracked by the ratchets. It's tragic. One day you're here and then you're gone like it's magic. I'm just traveling through the maze, using ways like in traffic. Life's a ride.
Leap says this question just caused his rent to go up.
Sorry for gentrifying quiz.
I'll probably rap until I'm all gray and forever keep it nappy, even though we all can't. Come on.
Look, you saw what the round theme was. This was inevitable.
Question number 7. Sound designer Dan Whoopsie Forden is best known for his work on which fighting game series in which he would make occasional appearances, popping on screen to yell, "Toasty!" Question number 7 again. Sound designer Dan Whoopsie Forden is best known for his work on which fighting game series in which he would make occasional appearances, popping on screen to yell, "Toasty!" And now, as always, we are going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to submit your answers for round number 1. Timer on, and 2 minutes starts now.
Well, here are the questions if you would like to play, even though you came in late, Brandon.
Yeah, you can still answer the questions now. And also, we didn't technically start early.
It depends on who you ask.
Officially, our start time is 9:30.
And we did, in fact, go live roughly at 9:30.
Roughly. Oh, forgot to turn the music back up. Sitting here in silence for a second.
The sound of silence.
Do you wanna know what I think of you? 'Cause you're not the way I thought you should be. To take back what you said. It's time to fix your head. And now all alone, one's less than two. I've never been better off living lonely. To listen to what you say, I couldn't care less of what you say.
I should make the go live button also tweet.
Yeah.
I might do that when you're reading around.
What did you think? We got this way. I guess you really never thought at all. Is that what you call your brain? Is that why I call you hang up on me? I wanted to know, I do want to lose, but now I'm a man that's just living small. Listen to what you say.
Really what it is the tweet live button is next to the go live button and I never press it.
Well, now you can just wire them together.
Yeah. All right, time is up. If you've not yet submitted your answers for round number 1, go ahead and submit those now. And I'm reminded that I need to do the back end part that I forgot to do. That's fine.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do that.
Yeah, I know. I realized that. I was like, oh, what? Hey, 10 responses.
Nice.
Although 2
nice
of those
healthy
are round 4s, so 8 teams, which is about right.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's roughly what we expect.
Yep. So it's time now for round 1 answers, but first, your ad here. Do you have something to promote? Maybe a live stream, a business, or a podcast? Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/SpeakeasyPubQuiz, or email us, speakeasypubquiz@gmail.com. That's that. We'll give you rates, we'll tell you things, we'll do your ads. Time now for round 1 answers.
Starting off with you.
Question number 1. Though toasters existed for centuries, the pop-up toaster was invented by Charles Strite in 1921. Was this before or after pre-sliced bread was invented? It was before. It was 1928. In fact, it was... the pre-sliced bread was largely invented because toasters were invented and they needed an even size of bread.
So that you could put the bread into the... Yeah. Hey, question 2. The Welsh dish known as Welsh rabbit is notable in that it contains no bread. Sole ingredients are toast and what dairy product? We were looking for cheese. Welsh rabbit is just cheesy toast. Straight up. It's just cheesy toast.
Should get some garlic bread. Question number 3. One of the world's first automatic electric toasters was the Toastmaster Model 1A1. Since then, the Toastmaster brand has exchanged hands many times, before eventually ending up in the hands of which former battery manufacturer not on Spectrum brands. That is Rayovac. Rayovac is now owned by Energizer, but Spectrum brands was Rayovac before they sold the Rayovac division to Energizer.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that because I definitely saw a Rayovac battery like 2 years ago in the store, and I was like, wait.
They sold about 3 years ago. So.
Yeah. All right, question number 4. So-called because they pop up, the term toast can also be referred to what graphical computing element now also found on phones. Toast are your pop-up notifications. So like push notifications on phones, pop-up notifications on the corners of your desktops.
Question number 5. The toaster strudel is marketed as a competitor to Kellogg's Pop-Tarts and is a product of Pillsbury. We also would accept General Mills because General Mills owns Pillsbury. So points either way, whichever one you wrote.
Yeah. It's a subsidiary of a subsidiary. Question 6. Hipsters in San Francisco have been eating toast made with what fruit since at least 1885? This particular fruity toast dish has gained exceptional popularity over the last decade, gaining endorsement from Gwyneth Paltrow, the founder of Goop. This is an avocado, because of course I was going to have a toast question in the toast round.
And question number 7, Mortal Kombat. Toasty! For some reason, I did not put this question, only the answer. That's fine, that happens. We're going to do a score check after round 3, but first we're going to play round number 2. Round number 2 is called Shamrock Shake It. Shamrock Shake It. Hey, you guys remember that Adams song round from a few weeks ago? This is that, but with Patrick. So as always, 1 point for song title, 1 point for artist, and each of the artists has somebody named Patrick either in the band or is the artist. So here we go, starting with question number 1.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane Doe. Sorry about a man who was too afraid to fly, so we never did land.
Question number 2.
This is the coastal town that they forgot to close down. Armageddon, come Armageddon, come Armageddon, come.
Question number 3.
Well, if it rains, I don't care. Don't make no difference to me. Just take that streetcar, let's go in uptown. Yeah.
Question number 4.
This is how we feel. Come sit next to me, pour yourself some tea, just like Grandma made when couldn't find sleep.
Question number 6.
Her body close to me, can't look in her eyes. She's out of my league.
And question number 7.
Way down with words too over dramatic. Tonight it's a can't get much worse. Worse no one should ever feel like I'm 2 quarters and a heart down, and I don't wanna forget how your voice sounds.
Here they all are again one more time, starting with question number 1.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane Doe. Sorry about a man who was too afraid to fly, so we never did land.
Question number 2.
This is the coastal town that they forgot to close down. Armageddon, come Armageddon, come Armageddon, come.
Question number 3.
Well, if it rains, I don't care. Don't make no difference to me. Just take that streetcar, let's go in uptown. Yeah.
Question number 4. Question number 5.
This is how we feel. Come sit next to me, pour yourself some tea, just like Grandma made when couldn't find sleep.
Question number 6.
Her body close to me, can't look in her eyes. She's out of my league.
And question number 7.
Way down with words too over dramatic. Tonight it's a can't get much worse. Worse no one should ever feel like I'm 2 quarters and a heart down, and I don't wanna forget how your voice sounds.
All right, that is it for round number 2. We're gonna give you 2 minutes to submit. Yeah. By the way, also every artist's every song there featured a Patrick as a co-writer as well, even if they weren't traditionally a co-writer for that artist. I almost picked a song by. It's clear that there were no female vocals in that round, right? Yeah. I almost picked a song by Madonna because Madonna worked very often with Patrick. Somebody, I forget his name. I got a text. Patrick Leonard is his name. I just got a text message from Brandon saying WTF. I don't know if he's talking about this round or the picture I just sent him. But I want to say I want to hope he's talking about this round.
I think so.
Me too. We've got a minute to submit. Patrick Star from the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water by NERD, which is Pharrell. Of course, Pharrell's name is not Patrick. It's
Williams.
Yes. True, it could have been Pharrell Patrick. That's a good point.
Yeah. Which, like, is a pretty okay name.
Pharrell Patrick? That's a good name. Solid name. All right, time is up. So if you've not yet submitted an answer for round 2, submit those now. Submit them now. Submit them right now, because we are going to do round 2 answers in this moment. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
I think we're good.
Yep. All right. So it's time now for... hold on, let me fix this. And this. There we go. Round 2 answers, starting with question number 1.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere, I'm afraid that she might think of me as plain old Jane Doe. Sorry about a man who was too afraid to fly, so we never did land.
That is Drops of Jupiter, parentheses tell me, but we just need Drops of Jupiter, by Train. The lead singer and songwriter of Train, of course, is Pat Monahan. I turn it off because I have that on for when I'm only sending video to you and nobody else, and I don't have a lower third for that. Question number 2.
This is the coastal town that they forgot to close down. Armageddon, come Armageddon, come Armageddon, come.
That is Every Day is Sunday by Stephen Patrick Morrissey. His middle name is Patrick. I think that's a bit of a cheat, but there's not a lot of Patricks for some reason. It was either him or Pat Benatar. Question number 3.
Well, if it rains, I don't care. Don't make no difference to me. Just take that streetcar, let's go in uptown. Yeah.
That is Blackwater by the Doobie Brothers. Patrick Simmons is the guitarist and vocalist in the Doobie Brothers. Question. Question number 4, that is Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys. Patrick Carney is the drummer in the Black Keys. Question number 5.
This is how we feel. Come sit next to me, pour yourself some tea, just like Grandma made when couldn't find sleep.
That is My Name is Jonas by Weezer. Somebody said it's on Pinkerton. It is not on Pinkerton. It is, in fact, on the Blue album. In fact, it is the first track on the Blue album. It's the lead track on the Blue album. Patrick Wilson, co-writer of that song and the drummer for Weezer. Question number 6.
Her body close to me, can't look in her eyes. She's out of my league.
That is She's Like the Wind by Patrick Swayze. It is from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, but no points for Dirty Dancing, unfortunately. And question number 7.
Way down with words too over dramatic. Tonight it's a can't get much worse. Worse no one should ever feel like I'm 2/4 and a heart down, and I don't wanna forget how your voice sounds.
That is Dance Dance by Fall Out Boy. Patrick Stump, the lead singer of Fall Out Boy. Not generally the songwriter, but he was credited on that song. That is
interesting.
It. Yeah, the songwriter for Fall Out Boy is the bassist. Imagine being the lead singer of a band and not being the front man. All right. By the way, Swing Swing, good guess. It is Swing Swing, Dance Dance. See what you were thinking.
Dance.
Yeah, but isn't Swing Swing All American Rejects? It is. Yeah. All right. Time now for round number 3.
Yeah, round number 3 is called Why Did It Have to Be Snakes? So St. Patrick literally chased all the snakes from Ireland
The music
and into this round.
Joe, is this just the fucking spiders round from last week?
Question number 1. Because of their elongated bodies, which paired organ in snakes is often much larger on the left than on the right? Question number 1, again, because of their elongated bodies, which paired organ in snakes is often much larger on the left than on the right?
I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been.
Look, I'm not going to say this is just the spiders round from last week, but I'm not going to say that.
But you are going to say you wrote that joke.
Only after I realized I was basically retreading question space.
Question 2.
Question number 2, what is the most apt descriptor for a toxic snake? Question number 2, again, what is the most apt descriptor for a toxic snake? Question number 3, named for the goddess of wisdom, who may have made an appearance last week, what reproductive strategy used by some snakes to when a female produces viable embryos with no male intervention? Question number 3, again, named for the goddess of wisdom, what reproductive strategy used by some snakes refers to when a female produces viable embryos with no male intervention? Question number 4. First found in Egypt, what name refers to the symbology of a snake eating its own tail? Question number 4 again. First found in Egypt, what name refers to the symbology of a snake eating its own tail? Question number 5. How many snakes feature on the logo for the American Medical Association? This one's pretty straightforward.
You want to read it a second time, though, anyway?
Yeah. Question number 5, again. How many snakes feature on the logo for the American Medical Association? I'm trying to, like, space out my second reading more.
No, that's what I think. It was like, there's so much space. It's like, are you...
No,
What's happening?
I was counting to 5, and you got me on, like, 4. I'm like, no, I'm going to read it, don't worry.
Fair enough. That happened earlier where I was like, did you think you already read it twice? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real worm. I am an actual worm. I live like a worm. I like to play the drums. I think I'm getting good, but I can handle criticism. I'll show you what I know, and you can tell me if you think I'm getting better.
Question number 6. Ecdysis describes what process regularly undergone by snakes? Question 6 again. Ecdysis describes what process regularly undergone by snakes?
I can't tell if you are watching me twirling the stick. When I give the signal, my friend Rabbi will play the solo.
And to finish off the round, question number 7. St. Patrick may have chased the snakes out of Ireland, but which continent is the sole continent to completely lack native snakes? Question 7 again, just to finish us off. St. Patrick may have chased the snakes out of Ireland, but which continent is the sole continent to completely lack native snakes? All right, as always, we're going to put 2 minutes back on the clock. We're going to put all 7 questions back on the screen. So just in case you missed something with me spacing out and counting to 5, you'll get another chance to answer things. No, Brody, Ireland is not an instrument.
A soup a snack?
I hope not, because that's what I had for dinner.
I read a tweet today that says, "Old Irish joke: St. Patrick drove all the snakes out of Ireland, so they moved to New York and became cops." Hell yeah, badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Snake! It's a snake! That's the... No, this is Weeble. Are you saying it's E-Bomb's World pre-Weeble? Or it's Weeble pre-E-Bomb, pre-Weeble stuff? I don't know. It was definitely like E-Bomb's World or Albino Black Sheep time, somewhere around that era.
Everyone already got their answers in, and I already scored everything.
Oh, well. Then I guess I can't play the Aquabat Snake song. Shame.
I mean, you can.
Nah, we don't have time. If we're all scored up, it's time for round 3 answers.
Yeah.
Just gonna skip that scoring break.
Question number 1. Because of their elongated bodies, which paired organ in snakes is often much larger on the left than on the right? So it turns out there is not enough physical space in a snake's ribcage for 2 lungs. So the left lung is usually bigger, and sometimes the right lung is just gone. Snakes are weird. Question 2, what is the most apt descriptor for a toxic snake? So toxic snakes are venomous. When it's dangerous when they bite you and not when you eat them. That's how you remember it.
Correct.
Yeah. I was just trying to remember how to say the thing. I was like, how do I say this without saying like the other words involved?
It's like, what if you bite them and they die, then you're venomous?
Yes, that's correct. Question number 3. Name for the goddess of wisdom. What reproductive strategy used by some snakes refers to when a female produces viable embryos with no male intervention? We were looking for parthenogenesis. So this is named after Athena Parthenos because she was born with no male intervention out of her mother's head, even though there was male intervention involved. The other answer we got was hermaphroditic, which snakes are not, but does refer to a Greek god. No points. Question 4. First found in Egypt, what name refers to the symbology of a snake eating its own tail? This is the Ouroboros, sometimes called the 13th sign of the Western zodiac. Question 5. How many snakes feature on the logo for the American Medical Association? 1. There is 1 snake on the American Medical Association's logo. That is the Rod of Healing that belongs to the god Asclepius, not to be confused with the Caduceus, which belongs to Hermes. Hermes is Caduceus has 2. It's usually associated with modern nursing, but it hasn't. Traditionally, it's been the 1 snake, Rod of Healing, born by Asclepius. Question 6. Ecdysis describes what process regularly undergone by snakes. This is molting or shedding. We spent a lot of time on this when I was in kindergarten because our classroom had a pet snake, and we kept asking every time this happened. Question 7. St. Patrick may have chased the snakes out of Ireland, but which continent is the sole continent to completely lack native snakes? I think you all got this one. This one is Antarctica, because it's too cold. Snakes are ectothermic, so they rely on having a warm place outside of their body in order to power their body, and it is much too cold in Antarctica for that to happen. There are also no snakes in, I believe, Greenland and, well, we know Ireland. Yeah. That's more than you ever wanted to know about snakes. On to the standings check.
Time for a standings check. Hey, I got a snake in my pant now. I
got a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot. We have 8 teams, 7 teams participating tonight in a tie for 6th place. It is Penultimate Prime and Solo, a Speakeasy story.
And in 5th or we have Diamond Club, potentially penultimate.
In a tie for third place, we have Brody, semicolon, and Misery Loves Company Incorporated.
In second place, we have Pocket Sand.
And in first place, we have Arson Nick Cage is stealing the Declaration of Independence. All right. That is
That's what the team name is.
That's what the team name is. That is it. Score check there. So it's time now for round number 5.
Bringing back the sports round.
Round 5 is called Fightin' Irish. Fightin' Irish. There we go. This is a round of the school that Joe has coming out on top of his March Madness bracket. I don't know why I left March Madness lowercase. That's a mistake. That happens. Question number 1. The University of Notre Dame was founded under the auspices of which Catholic religious order? Question number 1 again. The University of Notre Dame was founded under the auspices of which Catholic religious order? Sure. Oh, music's down. That's why. Sip.
I am not the person to ask whether the music is playing.
It's playing. There we go. Oh, that's fine. Question number 2. The O'Connell House is the name of the University of Notre Dame's Global Gateway in which European city? Question number 2 again. The O'Connell House is the name of the University of Notre Dame's Global Gateway in which European city? Brody says, just like actual sports media, way too much time spent on Notre Dame. That's why Brody hates the West Wing. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Question number 3. Notre Dame offers a combined MD PhD degree in a partnership with what public institution?
Moot says, well, fuck Brody.
Question number 3 again. Notre Dame offers a combined MD PhD degree in a partnership with what public institution?
Shotgun wedding and a stain on my shirt. Don't believe everything that you breathe. You got a parking violation and a maggot on your sleeve. So shave your face with some mace in the dark. Saving all your food stamps and burning down a trailer park. Yo, cut it.
Question number 4. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg and his husband Chasten Buttigieg met on which dating app whose recent commercials routinely feature its mascot being destroyed? Question number 4 again. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg and his husband Chasten Buttigieg met on which dating app, whose recent commercials routinely feature its mascot being destroyed? Question number 5. Television writer Michael Schur, who went to Harvard, got his start on Saturday Night Live, where he met his future wife, the daughter of which television icon who holds the Guinness record for most hours on U.S. television? The mashup also has In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins in it. It's an interesting mashup. Yeah, I don't... Humphreys McGee is the band. They all went to Notre Dame. Question number 5 again. Television writer Michael Schur, who went to Harvard, got his start on Saturday Night Live, where he met his future wife, the daughter of which television icon who holds the Guinness record for most hours on U.S. television? Question number 6. You don't need to graduate to be successful. Just ask actor George Wendt, who was expelled after receiving a 0.0 GPA in the first semester of his junior year, but went on to 6 Emmy nominations for his role in which long-running sitcom? Question number 6 again. You don't need to graduate to be successful. Just ask actor George Wendt, who was expelled after receiving a 0 GPA in the first semester of his junior year, but went on to receive 6 Emmy nominations for his role in what long-running sitcom? When Joe saw this question, he said, how do you get a 0 GPA? Do you just not show up? And the answer was, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
He moved off campus and didn't go to work.
You mean school?
To school. Listen, you work at school. School where you work. At school.
I mean, I do, yeah.
Don't worry, he eventually did get a degree in economics.
Just like our green friend, the Hulk says, stay in school, listen to your mom, she knows better. Dab.
Question number 7. President Josiah Bartlett is the most notable fictional alumnus of Notre Dame, from the West Wing. But he was born and raised in which U.S. state, where he served as both a congressman and governor and taught economics at Dartmouth College?
Sorry, Brody.
Question number 7 again. President Josiah Bartlett is the most notable fictional alumnus of Notre Dame, but he was born and raised in which U.S. state, where he served as both congressman and governor and taught economics at Dartmouth College? We're going to now put 2 minutes on the clock, 2 minutes, and you have 2 minutes to answer the questions in this round.
And if you haven't yet, please go in and do your round 4.
That is correct.
There is one team I'm talking to. Hopefully you know who you are. Oh, that changed the order. Got it.
Oh, I see what happened. Got it. I could have made it happen a different way.
It's not a big deal. It's just like 2 or 3 points.
30 seconds if you want to submit your answers for round number 5. Submit them now. Also, round number 4 to the team that has not submitted round number 4.
We have gotten to round 5 from that team,
Correct.
so I know you're still here.
Time is up on round number 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 round 5s, and we have 6 round 4s, but it's not the same team missing from both.
It's fantastic.
Now we have all the round 5s, and we're still missing round 4. There it is. Cool. All right.
I was ready to publicly shame them.
Time now for round 4 and 5 answers. But first, future quiz streams are enjoying tonight's quiz. Would you like to see more from us? Follow us, Speakeasy Quiz on Twitter, and subscribe to us for weekly live quizzes. YouTube up to Yahoo on Twitch.tv Speakeasy Pub Quiz. Turn on your notifications on YouTube and Twitch so that you don't miss the start, like Brandon did. No, everything's fine now. We have all the round 4s and 5s, Tinvek, and I believe it wasn't even your team. No, it wasn't even your team. That was the problem. It was the team you used to be on.
Yeah. They deserve the public shaming.
Yep. Time now for round 4 answers.
Round 4, which Diamond Club just submitted to us, is called It's Not Easy Being Green. As Masked Singer star Kermit the Frog has told us so often, it's not easy being green.
Hi-ho.
Name these other characters who can relate to the Masked Singer's snail.
The Masked Singer snail. That's the best part. It's the snail. All right. Good.
Question number 1 is Gamora. And as one team commented, we did use a very She-Hulk picture, but you can tell it's Gamora because she has swords.
She has swords. Swords are her thing.
Yeah.
Guns are Star-Lord's thing. This is actually the cover, an alternate cover of Gamora number 1, as drawn by Mike Diodato.
Cool.
Just a fun
Question
fact.
2 is Gumby. It's Gumby. I don't know what else to say here. If you couldn't recognize Gumby without Pokey, I can't help you here.
It's Gumby.
Question 3 is Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. 4 is Blanca, who I also did not know, so
Blanca
good on most of you for getting
Street
that.
Fighter. It is not David Hasselhoff on a 3-day bender, but
Excellent guess.
going in the tweet.
Yeah. Number 5 is Russell. Russell. 6 is Green Mindy Kaling, better known as Disgust. And 7 is The Mask.
Or Stanley Ipkiss. That's fine. Yep.
And holy shit, we just got a rating party.
Oh, hey, who's rating us? Is it
Night Attack.
Night Attack? That makes sense. Hello. Welcome, Night Attack folks. I know you guys just played marbles. We're almost done
Diamond
with
Club
quiz.
Civil War. Diamond
Club Civil War. Yeah, there are actually 3 Diamond Club teams tonight. Welcome. Feel free to watch the close of quiz here. We have 2 more rounds we're gonna play. Actually, we're gonna do.
You can start a 4th Diamond Club team and see if you beat BK's.
I don't think you're gonna beat BK's. But yeah. Feel free to stick around. Please watch quiz. And if you want to join us in the future, we are here every Thursday, 9:30, which means we're programmed against marbles. Sorry, Bryce. Actually, we were here first, so.
It's true.
Bryce. All right. Time for round 5 answers. The University of Notre Dame was founded by under the auspices of which Catholic religious order? That is Congregation of the Holy Cross. Holy Cross. Congregation of wasn't as important as the Holy Cross. So if you said something else of the Holy Cross, that's fine. Question number 2. The O'Connell House is the name of the University of Notre Dame's global gateway in which European city? That European city is Dublin. Dublin.
Because of course.
Because of course, it's the St. Patrick's quiz. Question number 3. Notre Dame offers a combined MD PhD degree in partnership with what public institution? That public institution is Indiana University. IU. Question because Notre Dame is in Indiana. It's in South Bend, Indiana. Speaking of South Bend, Indiana, Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, and this has been Chasten Buttigieg, met on which dating app whose commercials routinely feature its mascot being destroyed? That is Hinge. Hinge, please sponsor us.
Because it's the app that is It's the app that is meant to be deleted.
Hinge, please give me a government-sponsored girlfriend. Question number 5. Television writer Michael Schur, who went to Harvard, got his start on Saturday Night Live, where he met his future wife, the daughter of which television icon who holds the Guinness record for most hours on U.S. television. Her father is not Betty White. It's Regis Philbin. Regis Philbin. That is J.J. Philbin. They both went to Notre Dame, Regis and J.J., but Michael sure went to Harvard. In fact, no, he didn't. Never mind. Sorry. It's Pete Buttigieg was in the same dorm at Harvard as current SNL head writer Colin Jost. Question number 6. You also Betty White. Yes. Question number 6. You don't need to graduate to be successful. Just ask actor George Wendt, who was expelled after receiving a 0 GPA for the first semester of his junior year, but went on to 6 Emmy nominations for his role in Cheers. Cheers. He played Norm. Norm in Cheers. Question number 7. Josiah Bartlett is the most notable fictional alumnus of Notre Dame, but he was born and raised in which U.S. state, where he served as both a congressman and governor, and taught economics at Dartmouth College? That is New Hampshire. Dartmouth is in New Hampshire. That was the clue if you're not a West Wing fan, that Dartmouth is in New Hampshire. That is it for round number 5. Round number 6 is the video round. Now I'm embarrassed that people are rating in the video round that I put less effort into than last week, because behind the curtain here, for those who weren't here last week, we dropped 67% of the frames of quiz last week. And so in preparation for being concerned of that potentially happening again, I still put plenty of effort into the video round, though. It's good. It's still good.
Yeah.
The video round is called...
I appreciated it.
The video round is called The Luck of the Irish. Pay attention to the instructions of the video. The clips will play twice, so the second time they may be shortened. Yeah. Listen, generally it's a PowerPoint, so it worked fine. The problem was when the video came up, and I was like, well, here's a YouTube link, guys. Hopefully this works better for you.
Yeah, the video round is specifically the round we need frames to not be
frames
dropping.
to work, yep. If you want to play and you are rating from Diamond Club, bit.ly/quizanswers, it's down there on the bottom right. If you hit bang answers, it will give you the link. You can play alone, you can start an ad hoc team, whatever. But this is round number 6, and it is called Luck of the Irish. Here we go. Straightforward, just name the movie. So here we go.
Sail away on a ball and chain and keep us from the roaring waves. Get her undivided, but forever we'll be free. So sail away aboard a rig, the moon is full and so are we. 7 drunken pirates, we're the 7 deadly sins. Yeah! Sonny gives up by and settled died and left us someone reeling. Johnny Storm was standing on the passenger ceiling. What became of rebels, aside from you and me? Grappled with their demons in the search for liberty.
We're there?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Andy.
How are you doing?
Terrible.
You guys caught up now?
Excuse me for saying hello to my friend who thinks you're a dick.
I don't think
We're there.
No, it's got a 1 in 6 chance of working.
God damn it!
Well, we're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
How nice of you to join us tonight and add color to these monochromatic proceedings.
Well, when a fella comes back from the dead, I find that an occasion to stand up, be counted.
Miss East informs me that you were expecting to see General McGrath here. Well, I knew him years ago, but I haven't seen him in a coon's age.
Well, I can see where it'd be difficult for a man of your stature to keep in touch with even half the people you know.
Does anyone know what robot means?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, Gary.
It means slave.
Oh, very good, Gary.
Yeah, but are you a robot, sir?
No, Peter, of course I'm not a robot.
Sir?
Yes, Stephen.
But you're on their side, though.
This is not about sides, Stephen. It's not about shirts versus skins. It's about working together as one team.
I just feel like women, they have minds and they have souls as well as just hearts. and they've got ambition, and they've got talent, as well as just beauty. And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it. But I'm so lonely.
Where did you get that? Oh, I didn't get it. My associate grabbed it off your dad's desk, apparently next to your graduation picture. JR. Definitely Dad's wallet, his initials. But gee, mine too. Jack Rippner, credit card, license. But for some reason, Miss Stewardess, this emotionally unstable, rather inebriated girl whom I've never met before tonight suddenly went crazy when I took it out of my pocket. You tell the flight attendant, and your dad died.
What do you say we just forget the past and move forward? Pull over.
Can't work for you.
What are you gonna do?
I'll continue.
Bitch of a market. What if you can't find something?
What?
For argument's sake, if you can't find a firm to take you on, what's next?
There is no next. There is no argument's sake. There's underwear model or activist attorney. There is no next.
Meet my new friend, Thomas. Would you like to have a hold?
Among other things.
Look, my two boys getting along perfectly. Nothing could make me happier. Do you mind if I paint this?
Nothing would make me happier. You're mine now, rabbit.
We're not a pit crew at Daytona. This can't be fixed in seconds.
You didn't have seconds. You had 3 weeks. The universe was created in a third of that time.
Well, someday you'll have to tell us how you did it.
Miss East informs me that you're expecting to see General McGrath here. Well, I knew him years ago, but I haven't seen him in a coon's age.
Well, I can see where it'd be difficult for a man of your stature to keep in touch with even half the people you know.
Does anyone know what robot means?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, Gary.
It means slave.
Oh, very good, Gary.
Are you a robot, sir?
No, Peter, of course I'm not a robot.
And they have souls, as well as just hearts. And they've got ambition, and they've got talent, as well as just beauty. And I'm so sick of people saying that love is just all a woman is fit for. I'm so sick of it.
JR. Definitely Dad's wallet, his initials. But gee, mine too. Jack Rippner, credit card, license. But for some reason, rather inebriated girl whom I've never met before tonight suddenly went crazy when I took it out of my pocket.
Can't work for you.
What are you gonna do?
I'll continue in criminal litigation.
It's a bitch of a market. What if you can't find something?
What?
For argument's sake, if you can't find a firm to take you on, what's next?
There is no next. There is no argument's sake. There's underwear model or activist attorney. There is no next.
Do you mind if I paint this?
Nothing would make me happier. You're mine now, rabbit.
Yes, as Joe said in the chat, same workaround as last week. Video link is in the chat. I'll drop it again here for you. Feel free to scrabble through it as needed. I don't know what this frame dropping issue is. I don't know why it showed up in the exact wrong round for it to show up. But
we're working on downloading more RAM and
yeah,
accepting donations of frames. So
and we will wait until you everyone has submitted to go ahead and score. So
Yeah.
but like, be cool. Let me play some music here. Here we go. Here's some more Humphreys McGee.
Yep. Is it working?
Can't see a damn thing. I'm so blinded.
I can't read the numbers.
Oh.
Literally can't read the numbers.
No, still happening.
Tinbeck wants to know if this is sabotage. Yes. Bryce hugged the stream to death.
No, he literally
specifically
means
to give
that
the other Diamond Club teams a disadvantage.
He literally means this is I'm playing sabotage. The Humphreys McGee, it's strangle.
Classical music, got it.
It's Strangletage. It's a mashup of Sabotage and Stranglehold by Ted Nugent. Alright, assuming that nobody joined in the raid, we're waiting on one team to submit.
And I'm pretty sure they also already have all their answers.
Yeah, so I don't know why they haven't submitted.
I see it. We're good.
Cool. Great. And it is time for answers. Question number 1 in round number 6. Aaron Sorkin, Danny Boyle film. Nope, a different movie.
That's a different movie.
Wild Wild West.
I'm finally doing a very weird voice.
The World's End.
Factories and mills in the shipyards and
Part of the Cornetto
we've
trilogy.
often been told to keep up with the times, for our skills are not needed.
And I feel like she does an American accent a lot, which is weird.
Red Eye. Roman J. Esquire.
And the only thing the worker has done, from tilling the fields to carrying the gun, we've been yoked to the plow since time
And both humans in that scene are in Star Wars.
expected to carry the
Yes, as we all know, he is a...
My favorite part of apparently the way I'm doing video, when it ends, you just see a little tiny Joe in the frame. That's really funny. I'm gonna make that not happen in the future, but that's really funny that happened.
That was amazing.
All right, it is time now for round number 7. Round Round number 7 is... Oh, no, sorry, standings check.
Yeah, we need to make
I
sure
got
that everyone knows how they stand moving into round 7.
Yep.
Oh, God. What did you do? There we go.
That was an accident. It's fixed. Don't worry about it. In 7th place, Solo, a Speakeasy pub quiz story.
In 6th place, we have Penultimate Prime.
In 5th place, Diamond Club, potentially penultimate.
Oof. In 4th place, Misery Loves Company, Inc.
In 3rd place, Brody, semicolon.
In 2nd place, we've got Pocket Sand.
And in 1st place, Arson Nick Cage is stealing the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see what happens in this final
Yeah,
round.
pretty close as always.
Yeah. We'll see what happens in this final round, which is, as always, a round on random knowledge. Oh, no. There we go.
All right, there we go. I'm going to start us off on this one. Question number 1. The All-Ireland Senior Football Championship is contested by top-flight sides who play under which code of football? And yes, Renagu, we are getting EU-centric questions now. Question number 1. The All-Ireland Senior Football Championship is contested by top-flight sides who play under which code of football?
Forgot to pick a song here, so we're just going to listen to some more Humphreys McGee, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Oh, no.
Renagu, ask for EU-centric questions. Renagu is going to get EU-centric questions.
Literally, why does he ask for it? Question number 2. 2 Baldwin points. We mentioned Alec Baldwin's daughter Ireland last week, so let's round out the family. For the first point, who is Ireland's biological mother? She was Alec's wife from 1993 to 2002, whom he ironically met on the set of The Marrying Man. And part B, embroiled in some truly wild controversy, who is Ireland's stepmother, only 12 years her senior and Alec's wife since 2012? Question number 2 again. 2 Baldwin points. We mentioned Alec Baldwin's daughter Ireland last week, so let's round out the family. For the first, who was Ireland's biological mother? Alec's wife from 93 to 02, whom he ironically met on the set of The Marrying Man. And for the second, embroiled in some truly wild controversy, who was Ireland's stepmother? Only 12 years her senior and Alec's wife since 2012.
If you're wondering what Naim and I are doing in Discord right now, we're doing improv.
The weird thing is that Joe just said if and instead of yes and.
Oh, with the way the grammar's set up? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Other definition for yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
This is an accent.
I see what you. Question number 3. 2 citizenship points. Does the Republic of Ireland allow dual citizenships? And for the second point, what kind of citizenship law is enshrined in Ireland's constitution? Question number 3, again, 2 citizenship points. For your first point, does the Republic of Ireland allow dual citizenship? And for your second point, what kind of citizenship law is enshrined in Ireland's constitution?
Question number 4. Ireland's sole land border is with which other country? Question number 4 again. Ireland's sole land border is with which other country? All the music I'm playing this round, because I didn't want to go through the effort of grabbing other music, is from the Humphreys McGee album Zonky. Zonky is the name of the album. That's where all these mashups are.
Hey, Nime, do you want to watch Justice League after we're done?
I already said I'm down.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I feel like you sleep, though. I don't sleep.
Because Dan said that, like... No, that's true. Oh, yeah, no, I want... Maybe we should push that till tomorrow.
Hey, speaking of, question number 5.
Yeah, question number 5 is worth across the Batman films directed by Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher. Which 3 actors portrayed Batman? Question 5 again. Oh no, I can't do that. 3 bad points.
Across the Batman films directed by Tim Burton and Joel Schumacher portrayed Batman.
Swear to me.
Swear to me! 3 bad points, Mr. Wayne! Alright.
This question's really gonna drive him bats, eh? No, Brody, if anything, you would be Hush. You wouldn't be the Joker.
Question number 6. Krypton is one of what set of non-reactive gases? Question number 6 again. Krypton is one of what set of non-reactive gases? Oh,
that's a TV show.
Sure is. Non-reactive gases on the CW.
And we're going to close out Random Knowledge tonight with a 4 colorful points. What do the following colors represent on DC Comics' emotional spectrum? We've got orange, green, and violet. So question 7 is going to be worth 4 points. What do the following colors represent on DC Comics' emotional spectrum? Orange, green, blue, and violet. And now, as always, we're going to put all of those questions back on the screen. We're going to give you 3 points because it turns out when we've got a double point round like Random Knowledge, it's helpful to have that extra time. And you guys are going to give us the answers and see who wins.
Yep. We're going to give you 3 minutes. Oh, actually, we're going to give you a little bit more than 3 minutes because I didn't put the timer on. We're going to give you 3 minutes. There we go. Not 3 points. What you definitely said. And music. And music playing. Oh, it is. Okay, cool. 2 minutes to submit. 2 minutes. If you're not yet submitted, you got 2 minutes.
You were a child, crawling on your knees, darling.
1 minute left. 1 minute left in round number 7 before I shut down this nightmare stream and figure out what the fuck is wrong with this goddamn frame drop issue. Don't know what's happening.
It was fine most of the night.
It was fine most of the night. I don't know what happened. Ah, Deborah, what happened, Deborah? I don't know why I went into Ray Romano, but
I think it was the Diamond Club Civil War.
what happened was I went into Ray Romano because I can't do Jerry Seinfeld and I can do Ray Romano. Deborah, Robert. Okay, maybe I can't do Ray Romano either.
I was gonna ask, can you do Ray Romano from The Big Sick?
You know, it's what do you think about that whole 9/11 thing?
Anti?
Time is up. If you're not yet submitted your answers for round number 7, go ahead and submit those now.
We are still looking for 2 teams,
2 teams. Submitted.
and we can't give you answers until we get those score sheets from those teams.
Yep, we are going to take a very quick scoring break. We'll be back with round 7 answers and final results. But get those answers in.
Yeah, we gotta catch up.
Decisions to decisions are made and not bought, but I thought this wouldn't hurt a lot. I guess not. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. When I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. Control what you need from it. A family of trees wanting to be haunted. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
How many frames can we drop? I wonder if it'd be better if I literally just like stream answers from my phone.
It'd be really fucking funny.
Let me see. Go live. Your channel does not meet eligibility live. Oh yeah, mobile live. I'm not eligible for mobile live streaming.
Brody says stream is borked for me.
Oh, stream is borked for everybody, Brody. You know what? This might be an idea. Let me go to restream. Stream working for you? Okay, well.
I don't understand.
If it's working-ish, then we're just gonna do answers. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Hold me closer, Tiny Joe.
We need a Tiny Joe Diamond Club Civil War shirt. It's the same shirt.
All right. Let's do round 7 answers. Let's do what we can.
Yeah.
Yes, let's.
Question number 1. The All-Ireland Senior Football Championship is contested by top-flight sides who play under which code of football? This was, in fact, Gaelic rules football. Or Gaelic football.
Question number 2. 2 Baldwin points. You mentioned Alec Baldwin's daughter, Ireland, last week, so let's round out the family. Ireland's biological mother, Alec's wife from 93 to 02, is Kim Basinger. Or Basinger? Basinger. I think it's Basinger. And embroiled in some truly wild controversy. Who is Ireland's stepmother, only 12 years her senior, and Alec's wife since 2012. That is Ilaria.
Hilaria Miércoles.
Ilaria Miércoles.
This is why we were doing improv in Spanish.
See.
Question number 3. Once you tab over.
Oh, to your face.
Yeah. This one was worth 2 citizenship points. For the first point, does the Republic of Ireland allow dual citizenship? It does. And for the second point, what kind of citizenship law is enshrined in Ireland's constitution? So in the constitution is specifically jus soli, or the right of soil, or birthright citizenship. So if you are born on the island of Ireland, I think specifically, to a specific set of individuals, then you are entitled to Irish citizenship per the Constitution of Ireland. Specifically in the Constitution.
Question number 4. Ireland's sole land border is with which other country? That is Northern Ireland, or the United Kingdom is also fully acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Question 5. 3 bat points across the Batman films directed by Timmy B and Joey S. Which 3 actors portrayed Batman? We've got Michael Keaton, who portrayed Batman in Batman 1989 and Batman Returns. Val Kilmer was Batman Forever, and Batman Robin was George Clooney, who told Andy Kendrick one time that he still gets nervous on shoots when they were filming Up in the Air, which was clearly a lie. It's George Clooney.
Also, Kim Basinger was in the first Batman, 89.
It's true. She was, in fact, in Batman 1989.
Yep. Question number 6. Krypton is one of what set of non-reactive gases? We're at 91 dropped frames. 91% dropped frames. Noble gases. Noble gases.
Yeah. And question 7, 4 colorful points. What do the following colors represent on DC Comics' emotional spectrum? Orange, green, blue, and violet. Orange represents the emotion of avarice or greed.
Avarice, yeah.
So the orange ring, the one orange ring, allows you to draw 2 cards from your deck at will.
Green is willpower.
Green.
Speaking of will.
Green is willpower, which is what Ryan Reynolds had to have to power through Green Lantern last night. Blue is hope, and as we all know, rebellions are built on hope. And violet is the power of love.
Is a curious thing. Make a one man weep and another man sing. Say good night to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. Power of love. All right.
I'm happy you picked up on that.
Yeah. All right. 7 teams tonight. In 7th place, Solo, a Speakeasy pub quiz story.
In 6th place, Penultimate Prime.
In 5th place, Diamond Club, potentially penultimate.
In 4th place, Misery Loves Company Inc. Club.
That's correct. In 3rd place, Brody, semicolon.
And in 2nd place, we have...
Arson Nick Cage is stealing the Declaration of Independence. They asked me to read it like a haiku. It's the haiku.
Very tight game as always. we
tightish.
said the haiku. Yeah.
Thank you so much for bearing with technical issues again. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the thing after quiz and try to fix it.
If streaming directly through Restream is fine, because that might be our backup for next week. So stick around. If watching, thank you for bearing with whatever this fucking garbage is. I don't know what the problem is, and if I knew what the problem was, I would try to figure out how to fix it. But I don't know what the problem is, so it's frustrating.
I will say that I'm certainly enjoying our continuing storyline of having continually more Diamond Club teams.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 3 this week. Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next week. And I'll play the video, and you'll see the slideshow of this video. And honestly, it doesn't even have the right outro, so what's even the point? But here we go.